All right. Looks like you're ready to dive deep into some changes coming up for Australian student visas.
Yeah, some pretty significant changes coming in 2025.
Big ones.
Yeah.
And we've got all the official info right here. So think of us as your decoder ring for all this stuff.
Yeah, breaking it all down.
The date to circle on your calendar, January 1st, 2025.
Absolutely. A big day for international students.
So let's just jump right in.
Yeah.
The biggest change, no more applying with just a letter of offer if you're already in Australia.
Yeah, that's right.
From January 1st, 2025, you'll need a confirmation of enrollment,
That's a COE?
a COE, right from the get-go.
Straight away.
Now, why such a major change?
Well, it seems like the Australian government is upping the ante when it comes to student commitment.
Makes sense.
So a COE is more than just an acceptance, right? It
Mhm.
means you've actually secured your place, you've paid your fees.
So you're really in.
You're in. It's a much stronger signal that you're serious about studying.
Yeah, and that benefits everyone involved.
For sure, both the student and the institution.
So for someone who's, say, already in Australia, maybe on a working holiday visa or something,
Right.
and they're hoping to switch to a student visa, what does this change actually mean for them? Like, practically?
Well, it definitely makes things a bit more challenging for onshore applicants.
More hoops to jump through.
You could say that. Before, a letter of offer was enough to at least get the application process started.
Right.
But now you need that COE up front.
So it's a tighter timeline.
Exactly. You've got to secure your spot in the program and get your visa sorted all at the same time.
So no more applying for the visa while you're waiting to hear back about your uni application.
Nope. Gotta have it all lined up.
All right, so let's say someone misses that memo and applies without the COE. What happens then?
Well, their application is basically considered invalid.
Just tossed out.
Yeah, no chance of it even being assessed.
Wow, okay.
And no bridging visa either.
Which is a big deal for people who are already here.
Huge. A bridging visa lets you stay in Australia legally while your main visa application is being processed.
So without it, you're out of luck.
You really are.
So the takeaway here is be organized, be proactive, and get that COE sorted early.
Couldn't agree more. Now, the source material also mentions another interesting development.
Oh.
Something called visa hopping.
Visa hopping.
Sounds a bit dodgy, doesn't it?
It does. What's that all about?
Basically, it's about people trying to, hop between different visa types to stay in Australia longer.
Oh, I see.
So from January 1st, 2025, there will be stricter rules about applying for a student visa from within Australia if you're currently on certain other visas.
So they're cracking down on that.
Exactly. They're trying to manage migration flow and prevent people from exploiting the system.
Okay, so which visa types are we talking about here? What falls under this visa hopping crackdown?
Well, the specifics are outlined in a separate document called Ending Visa Hopping in the Migration System.
So we won't go into all the details here.
But essentially, it seems to target temporary visas that might be used as a stepping stone to a more permanent stay.
Right, so it's not just about preventing overstays.
No, it's also about making sure people are using the visa system as it was intended.
It all ties back to the COE requirements, actually.
Yeah.
Because by needing that COE up front,
Right.
it might discourage people who were planning to visa hop.
Absolutely. It requires more commitment from the get-go.
Okay, so let's paint a picture. Someone's current visa is about to expire.
Okay.
They haven't secured a COE yet.
Oh.
What are their options?
Well, tough situation, but they've basically got two choices.
Lay it on me.
Choice one, leave Australia before their visa expires.
Not ideal.
No, not at all.
And choice number two.
Explore other visa categories that they might be eligible for.
But of course, they'd have to keep those visa hopping restrictions in mind.
Absolutely. It's a complex situation,
Yeah.
for sure.
Definitely something to be aware of.
Now, it's important to remember that these changes only affect applications lodged on or after January 1st, 2025.
So if you've already applied
With a letter of offer,
before that date, you're good to go.
you're all set.
Okay, so we've covered all the nuts and bolts of these changes.
The nitty-gritty.
But what's the big picture here? What does this all mean for our listeners who are interested in studying in Australia?
That's the big question, isn't it? I mean, these changes have the potential to really shake things up.
Yeah.
Will we see a shift towards more careful planning and stronger commitment from students?
That's one
Or
possibility.
will it create more pressure and uncertainty?
Good question. Guess we'll have to wait and see.
Definitely.
As always, the best advice is to stay informed.
Absolutely.
Check those official sources, do your research,
Yeah, knowledge is power.
and good luck on your Australian study adventure.
Best of luck.